Hi everyone, CinnamonLol here from twitch.tv/CinnamonLol, and welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. I think this is actually the first video that I've done where it's like me talking and it's not something that I've done on Twitch and then brought over here to YouTube. But today I'm going to be going over the Phoenixcraft battle that happened last Saturday on the Phoenixcraft Minecraft server. And this was a really great battle. I just have to say it right off the bat. Both teams did an amazing job. It was a lot of fun. It felt very fair and balanced. But what I'm going to be doing today, instead of just rolling the footage and stuff, because I wanted to like stream the battle, but like doing this battle, you'll see there's so much going on and stuff. I could not manage running a stream and doing the battle at the same time, especially with me switching between so many different voice chats and stuff throughout the battle. So I ended up just deciding to go with this, where I basically just break down everything. I can add my commentary and everything like that, and you guys can see as much of the battle as possible without it just being really confusing. Speaking of confusing, I should probably tell those of you who don't know the rules. I'm not going to go over all the rules. We have like a 2-page long doc, but I'll just kind of summarize it here. So basically, what this battle is it is a battle between two teams. My team, the 12 Knights, and we have Cryochill. Now, both teams were given about 2 weeks, I believe, to build their bases, and there's like a dividing line between our bases, and each team built the base, and what they have to do is make a flag that the other team is able to capture and bring back over to their base during a battle. And we've had 2 battles so far, actually, and both times no one has gotten the flag fully. In the first battle, they actually got our flag because of a design flaw on our part, so that was a mistake on our part, but yeah, it's overall been like a really fun time. And yeah, I think that's really most of what you need to know about the rules. Like, there's rules like you can't have diamond armor, no elytras, stuff like that, but all you really need to know is that it's just a battle between some people who are just having fun, messing around, and overall you'll see in this battle that we had a lot of fun. It was really great. But yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of jump into this here, go over everything, just provide my commentary. I might skip over a few bits. You'll see it jump around a little bit because I don't want to go over like 30 minutes of footage just to, like, I don't need to commentate that long. That might get boring for you guys. So I'm just gonna kind of like pick the best bits, kind of go over them, go talk about what happened and everything like that, and hopefully this will be entertaining and informative, I guess. It's not supposed to be informative, it's supposed to be fun, so hopefully you enjoy it. But anyway, let's get right into this. Anyway, you can see how we start out the battle here, and what they did actually was they had a glass thing, and we knew this was going to happen, because they had this glass thing way up at the top of their base. You could kind of see that there. But then at the start of the battle, we expected probably like 3 of them to come out, but literally I think it was like 5 people, and you can see the kill count just go up so quickly. So originally I was gonna go and attack right off the bat, but I saw how many people were coming, and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, we need more people on defense. So Blue Pikachu and Squid Jump ran off and helped over there, and then I went and ran back up to help the defenders because I was defending at one point, and I ended up staying here for a little while. But yeah, and you can just see they slaughtered us at the start. It was insane. And then you can see that Oza knocks me off like the tower there. That was really funny because I had the slow falling potion still, and that's how we got like over their wall, which you can actually get over their wall fine. But yeah, so we were jumping off the tower, and I had the slow falling, so luckily I was okay. But this part coming up here, you can see that Oza literally was like going all out, and it took us a while to like figure out what he was using as far as potions goes, because he's got gold armor and a gold sword, and it starts out with, I believe it's me and Glaceon fighting, yeah, and then Glaceon dies. But we were fighting him, and we just kept shooting him, and we were like, why is he not dying? And then yeah, and then Mr. B comes in, Leafeon comes in, and then literally everyone gets killed, and then Momo was able to come in and get the killing blow. Turns out he was actually using a Turtle Master potion, which gives you protection 4, but also gives you slowness, and I was wondering why he wasn't just charging me, because every time I've like battled him before, he was charging me, and never really came to my mind that, oh, he's using a Turtle Master potion. So I thought that was really cool, and also I love the name, 1% of Oza's power. Just gotta say, that was a great name here. And then I come into this banner room, and Weird William's hanging out here. So this was really funny because we literally just kept shooting each other back and forth. Like, and yeah, and then I took out the sword and just finished him off. And yeah, and I think someone from our team, I actually never found out who was invis on our team, but it was a mistake at some point, that where someone went invis. Luckily they got rid of the invisibility, so it wasn't really a problem at all. But yeah, that was something that we banned from the first battle because they were so annoying, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, anyway, I think I thought I saw someone go around the back here. I don't know if there was actually someone back here, but I ended up going around the back, then through the front. And this is when I was like, okay, we're going to try and attack here. So I go charge up to the wall, and the wall is jumpable, because, I mean, you have to make it possible. But it also, there's one point later in the footage where I'll show you that they actually, the wall, I got stuck on the one side and ended up getting killed because of it. It was actually really funny. So here I come up around the back, and they got some magma here. So I believe at this point, Squid and Blue Pikachu were both, like, back here. But we are trying to get into these trapdoors because basically how they have their base set up, all their base is underground, including their flag. So we are trying to get the flag the whole time, and you have the trapdoors there, and all the trapdoors are trapped except one. One of them leads into their base. And so we were trying to get into their base by finding the right trapdoor, and it took us till like the end of the battle to figure out which one it is. So we never actually got the flag, but it was still really interesting, and you can see I killed Pen there. That was a pretty good PvP fight, except Pen was using a shield, so I was a little salty about that. But overall, it was pretty cool. But yeah, you can see me here trying to just figure out which one is which, because literally, like, all of the ones that weren't just like a dirt block underneath, they were all trapped. It was terrible. And yeah, and then Quantum was killed by Blue Pikachu using This Is Sparta. I love that name. It was so good. And Blue Pikachu, I have to mention, was going insane during this battle. Like, oh my gosh. I'll keep talking about it because it was hilarious. But yeah, and then I run into the woods here, and Fluffy goes after me, and I start running because they're all of my, I think Squid and Blue started dying. And then actually, this is the point where you see me miss the wall, actually, and I'm trying to get over the wall, and I couldn't get to the wall because I would have escaped if I could have gotten over the wall, but I had to run through the soul sand and stuff, and Oza was able to kill me. I tried going down fighting. I ended up going down fighting, but it really didn't work out. So yeah, then I ended up spawning back here. One thing that we did with our storage was we had an individual chest for each people so they could set up stuff to take out. And then we also had just different weapons and bows and armor and stuff, which I spent that entire week before the battle. I spent that grinding the enchanted armor and gear, because that was one thing that we really had a problem with in the first battle, was we did not have the enchanted gear at all, because the other team grinded so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then here we go. So this is our maze. So each team has the flags, as you all know. And what we had here was we had our maze, which had magma flooring. They were able to get through the magma using fire resistance. But yeah, so our flag's in the middle, and then we have the 4 towers in our castle. So each tower has a challenge in it, and they have to complete the 4 challenges and get 4 keys, which they then throw into the hoppers in the middle, and then that will get them the flag. But yeah, so a lot of them were in the maze here, and they figured out, like, how to get to the middle of it. But I think most of them didn't really know that they couldn't do anything in the middle until they went to all the other towers. I actually don't even know how many keys they got. I still have yet to check on that. But yeah, then you can see I got Weird William there with a bow. Our original goal was to have, we didn't have the roof on, actually. Originally it was just like a plain roof, so we didn't have the glass above it. But we had the problem in the first battle where they were able to fall into the maze from the top. What I think I might do for the next battle is actually just take the glass away so we can actually shoot them. We did glass panes because you can shoot through them, but as you can see here, it is so hard to actually hit someone. Like, they can eat a golden apple or something like that before it even happens. So yeah, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do about that, but in the first battle, it didn't really go too well. But yeah, here Fluffy tries, I run into Fluffy and I start attacking him. He gets me backed into a corner, and I was trying to eat a golden apple, but I died at the worst time. Luckily, though, we got a lot of items, though, from this, so yeah, luckily Leafeon was able to get the kill and save the day, so shoutouts to Leafeon there. But yeah, we got so many items from Fluffy, because Fluffy was going insane, just like Blue Pikachu, which I believe we're going to get to Blue's killing spree in just a moment here. But anyway, Pen falls off there, and then you can see me trying to, like, hit her while she's in the sugarcane. It doesn't really work, but I end up, like, killing her with the sword. I think... No, is that... No, yeah, I think that was, like, one of the only actual sword kills that I got. I think I got one... Yeah, no, I got one on Weird William earlier, so I think I'm up to 2 sword kills. I thought it was only 1, but... Yeah, and then this was something that you could see that the Cryochill members were trying to do, because you get points for every kill that you get. So what they did was they would run into the different like trapdoors and stuff, because there was only one trapdoor that would work. So they would run into the trapdoors and try and get us to follow them, because they thought that we would be thinking, oh, they're going into their base. So we would try and jump down there, and both of us would die, but they would get the kill count for it. So it was actually a really nice strategy. I think they only, well, they actually, I'll explain that later, but they only caught me once, but it actually was the right one, which I'll explain that later. Anyway, let's continue here. You can see that this is kind of like the turning point for us. This is when we started actually really getting the upper hand, and you can see I actually got up onto the top area where they were sniping from. There was a lot of like archery going on and a lot of killing of Cryochill. You could see that we basically murdered them here, and then Fluffy attacks me and William attacks me, and they're trying to get me off the tower, but we kept winning. And I also kind of started a little head collection. You can see on the ground there, I started placing down my heads to grab after the war, because if I die, I lose the head. So I was just placing them down to grab after the war, and then they start trying to snipe us. I actually almost die here. Jump was able to back me up though, and luckily I didn't get hit by a stray arrow. I don't even think they knew that I was low on health, but luckily I was able to regen. And yeah, and then this is basically our victory moment. We just kept racking up so many kills. It was so amazing. And yeah, Blue starts going all out on this one. It's actually really funny. There was a few, well, Blue Pikachu killed Quantum at one point, and then Quantum had like a signature weapon and stuff, and then Quantum kept going after Blue Pikachu to try and get his stuff back. It was even funnier when Blue Pikachu was able to like kill him with Quantum's original sword. It was so funny. But yeah, Blue Pikachu was going all out on this one, and yeah, you can see I just keep racking up the kills, and so does the rest of my team. We were all doing a great job. And another thing with this too is that they started actually running out of armor. Like, you can see that they don't really have enchanted armor anymore, and some of them didn't even have any armor at all. It was actually really crazy. But yeah, we were able to like get them down to the point where they didn't really have any armor left, and that's where we have the problem that comes up a little later. I'll explain what happened there. But they start running out of armor, and then we have something that happens there. And yeah, and then Possessed Zombie tries attacking me, very much fails. I'm actually quite proud of this kill actually right here. Like, I predicted, like, if you watch that, I basically predicted every movement that he made. Now he was moving like in a very consistent direction, but there was also like when I got the kill, he did like a fake out there, and that was really cool. Oh yeah, and also the other team had potions of like, they had the lingering potions. They're actually really cool. And yeah, and then this is the point where I'm really sad because I jumped down this hole, like I figured it might be nearby, so it might take me to it. And I had so much stuff on me. You see my inventory right there. I had so much stuff. I kind of wish like I had ran back, dumped this stuff off, and then like dealt with it later, because I had such good loot on me. But now I jumped in the hole, which ended up being a really big problem for us. And also I had fire resistance armor on, so it was going really slow. I ended up just taking it off because it was just going way too slow. But yeah, so I ended up coming back to the defense, and I don't think I stay here for very long. I actually don't remember. But yeah, and I think I was just kind of checking in on everything. And yeah, and then we're going back to the other team's base. Oh yeah, and also you can see there's the bridge that got blown up. That was actually us. Like 30 minutes before the battle, Super Squid Jump and I ended up making a TNT trap. So that button that I walked past, I'll kind of throw up a image of it. But there was a button that's right there. If you shoot it or press it, it'll blow up the bridge. And we did that. We tried to do that like while they were walking on it. It didn't actually work out that way, but it ended up actually helping us because they weren't. There's actually like a way you can get into the base, but it was less like obvious. So it actually helped us in defending more. And then you can see also right here, there was actually a problem with Fluffy, and he ended up disconnecting a few times, and you can see everyone in the chat was kind of angry about that. But yeah, so Fluffy was like disconnecting. It was lag issues. I actually during the battle thought that he might be like, I don't know what the term is for it, but like when you're in PvP and you basically just disconnect to try and get people to not kill you. I actually thought that's what he was doing during the battle, but if you watch through the footage, I'll throw it up in slow motion. He really wasn't, and he actually was having lag problems. I just have never seen him have lag problems, and it seemed to happen whenever he was being killed, but it wasn't his fault at all, so no fault to Fluffy there. But yeah, we were kind of freaking out because we thought he was, I don't even know the term, so I sound like an idiot, but yeah. It was all good, though. We ended up getting some points as a penalty to their team, though, because he was lagging as we were trying to kill him, so yeah, no worries there, though. We were able to resolve that issue. But then here, this is really confusing for me, and also it's kind of like, oh my gosh, when I watch back through this, but I ended up dying. That was actually their base there. So when you see me fall in, I'll throw the footage up again. You can see when I fall in, Possessed Zombie's right there. That was actually their base. I did not know that. So what I thought it was you jump down the hole, and then there's water at the bottom, but then you can press a button and it'll take away the water. I thought that's what it was. So I thought what they were doing was just jumping in, turning off the water, and then I'd fall. I actually just missed the water. Like, if you watch that there, that's literally their base. So I fell in the right hole, but I missed it. And you can see that in the chat, everyone is trying to, like, tell me that I was in the right one. And I was not reading the chat at all because I'm stupid. So yeah, they were trying to like tell me, hey, you actually did the right one, but I had no clue. And we figured it out later when I went on voice chat with Pen for another reason. And then she told me that I went in the right one, and yeah, I was able to figure it out. But yeah, so I went in the right one. I ended up dying though, so it made me think, oh, that's not the right one. So we ended up, we just kept looking for him and didn't find it until I went on voice chat with Pen there. But yeah, and one thing that I was trying to do was I was trying to throw items on the string there. It didn't really work out. I figured it would trigger the trap, but it really doesn't do much. So yeah, and again, I just totally missed the right trap. And yeah, I think this is also a point where like we had this place completely controlled. Like we were just chilling at the Cryochill base, and we were just killing anyone who would try and attack us. And yeah, it was great. And then here okay, so this was a mistake by Weird William. No fault to Weird William at all. He had no idea. But we banned the enchanted bows after the first battle because we decided that they were way too overpowered. So what happened here was, you can see me texting in all caps, no enchanted bows, because they were all just shooting at us with enchanted bows. And again, we got extra points as like penalty for this. But what happened was Weird William had no idea that we weren't allowed because we added the rule like last week. So it was kind of a new rule, and he just went into a random chest because they, as I mentioned before, they were running out of items. So he went into a random chest, grabbed out like a flame bow, and then started using it. And Weird William's a mod. He's a very trustworthy person. He's an awesome dude. But he started using it, and I think everyone else just was like, oh, I guess this is okay. So everyone started using the enchanted bows, and this kind of pushed us back a little bit. Again, we got penalty points for this, so I'm totally okay with it. But yeah, we were kind of like trying to resolve that issue. And that's also when I went on voice chat with Pen, because I was like, this is a problem. But yeah, then Pen told me where the actual area was, and you can see, I think, yeah, they both actually, Possessed Zombie and Oza, both went into the tunnel. I think they were still trying to show me which one it was, and then Pen ended up telling me which one it was. I don't know if it was now or later that she told me, but yeah, no, it's not at this point. I said have fun down there, because they both jumped down, and I thought they were trying to bait us, but no, that was actually their base, so yeah. And you can see in the chat, they were just trying to tell me the whole time, but I was just not listening at all. I really did not read the chat, actually, the entire match. Like, I read death counts, and like, I kind of just skimmed through them. I was all in this whole battle. It was actually really funny. And this is where, basically for the defenders at this point, so I was attacking most of the battle. I know the defenders said that it was very quiet at the base right now. Like, they were going through the storage, they were picking out, like, heads and who was getting what. They were just chilling the whole time, and I actually had Mr. B come over and help us out in attacking because we had a lot of people. Kind of wish I had brought more people over, but we ended up being fine because we ended up getting the majority kills. Still, though, might have been a better idea to have everyone come over. I was just worried of them actually attacking, although that was kind of a dumb assumption on my part, because really they're so low on items and stuff. That really there was like not really a good way that they could do that, but they ended up attacking like in small numbers, but really after that first attack, really nothing else happened that was too much of a problem. Oh yeah, and then also Jump disconnects at this point because Jump had to end up leaving, which kind of stinks because Jump was doing a really great job at attacking. Squid Jump is a really good PvP person here, and then this right here is when I finally find the right area. So Pen told me what it was. Possessed Zombie was trying to, like, show me. And, yeah, and so I fell down here. And I had slow falling. I actually landed on the concrete, just like I did when I died. But, yeah, so I fell on there, but I had slow falling. And then this, oh my gosh, this is the most epic thing from this battle. You can see that they had their architecture set up where I could actually hide behind these, which I honestly don't want them to change that. Not because it helped me out, because it makes it feel like an actual, like, fight where, like, you're hiding behind the walls and stuff. It felt like it was from a scene in a movie. And, like, you could see there was a lot of moments where my health got so low, and I kept switching walls trying to, like, figure out how to do this. It was actually insane. And there was actually, like, a point later on when Mr. B is on the other side of the wall and, like, the two of us. It was so cool. It just felt like a moment from, like, an action movie or something. And yeah, this is when I found their base. Gotta say, I actually really like how their base looks. It's really nice. But yeah, so I literally just kept getting hit here. And I kept being so low on health. And I was trying to get everyone to, like, come down here. But yeah, Mr. B was the only one who got down here. Which actually, Mr. B had the same fate that I did. You can see his stuff there. I tried picking some of it up. Didn't exactly work. But he ends up coming back and picking some of it up. And yeah, so here I'm trying to, like, push forward, trying to get, like, a feel for their base. Again, I've never been into their base before this, so I was kind of, like, figuring out where should I go, because there's so many of them, and everyone that dies just comes in here and is attacking me, and I don't know how I lived for so long, but yeah. And then here, Quantum throws an Ender Pearl, which was actually, apparently, yeah, so there was some confusion on the Ender Pearl rule. I actually thought that Ender Pearls weren't allowed, period, but it actually was. Ender Pearls are allowed for defending your base, but apparently there was, like, a quote-unquote rule that you don't use it for PvP. Quantum used it for PvP, but I really don't care because I almost killed him anyway, and it actually didn't really benefit him at all, so it's not too much of a problem. But yeah, I'm gonna be using Ender Pearls in the next battle, because I had thought they were, like, banned totally, but apparently it's only for attacking. You can't use them, which that makes sense. And I mean, this is also the point in the battle where we started to have problems with, like, getting armor and stuff, because we had, okay, so for grinding armor, I grinded, like, all the armor for the battle, and it was all enchanted and everything. We had so much at the start of the battle, and, like, at the end of the battle, I thought we were gonna have more, actually, because we were able to get so much armor from killing people at the start, but man, we just ran out so quickly. I'm actually at, like, as I'm recording this, I'm about to, like, after I'm done recording this, I'm probably gonna go grind more for Battle 3. But yeah, I'm grinding even more than I did last battle, because I really want to make sure that we don't run out. And that's the problem that they actually had in the last battle, or this battle, was they actually ran out, and it really, like, it was really a turning point for us, because we were able to really get an advantage there. And then this point in the battle, oh my gosh, this was so amazing. This is what I was talking about, where, like, it felt like something straight out of the movie Saving Private Ryan. If you've seen that movie, it's an amazing movie, by the way. You should totally go watch it if you can. But yeah, so this was, like, it was so cool, because it felt like it was the point in the battle where I was like, this is a war. We are really in this. It was amazing. We were so back and forth, and both Mr. B and I were both hiding behind the walls, and, like, the other team was just shooting arrows at us the whole time. It was insane. They were poison arrows. Our health was going like, back and forth. It was insane. And here I finally run through and try and figure out what I'm gonna do here. I was just kind of, like, freaking out. You can see in this shot, there's literally, like, 4 people all here, and everyone we kill gets sent back here. So it was insane. But yeah, so then I run into this maze thing that they have, and I really was like, oh my gosh, where do I even go here? Because there was, like, I still really don't know how their base is, because, like, we have this, and I don't even know if I was going in the right direction, because as you'll see here, there's, like, some different traps, and there's that one cobweb room. So I run here, and this is near the end of the battle, but I find that they have, like, an ice road, and I'm like, okay, it says take a boat. I'm not taking a boat. I'm not falling for this trap. So what I do is I end up walking the trap, and that is actually my downfall, because the whole thing was a trap. I don't actually know if there was something at the end, but this is what happens. I walk right over a tripwire. You can see the tripwire was right there, just right in plain sight. I should have really been checking for traps, but I didn't. I don't even know why I didn't, but yeah, so I ended up falling into this trap, which I gotta say, this is a really smart, like, idea. I think the reason they made it an ice road in the first place was so they could actually use the skeleton spawner, but I gotta say, I really do think that is, like, a really cool idea for a trap, because we're not allowed to break blocks or anything, so I was basically just stuck here, and like I said earlier, this is the point during the battle where this is basically the end of it, so what I ended up doing was just stalling for the end of it, just so that I wouldn't lose any points there. And literally, if I picked up those shields, it just went back and forth. You can see how long this lasts. I think this took me, I was in this trap for like about 5 minutes. It was insane. Yeah, and this is basically the end of the battle. There was a few kills towards the end there, but mainly this is the end of the battle for me. And yeah, after the battle was over, I was like, okay, someone help me out. I'm stuck in this trap. Oh, it was so funny, but luckily I didn't get a punishment for it. And yeah, it was overall like a great battle. I had a lot of fun with it. There was so much going on in this battle that I really liked. One of the things that I really liked about this battle was there was so much PvP going on. Like the first battle, the reason we had problems with it and the reason we banned invisibility potions and like power bows and stuff like that is just they're so overpowered that like they don't leave much room for like actual fighting. It's fighting, but like it's just instant kill. It's not really interesting or anything to be fighting or to watch it. So it's way more interesting when we have like underpowered stuff where we're gonna be more buffed up. We're gonna exchange hits and it's gonna actually be a really good fight. And that was one thing that I really loved about this battle. Also, I felt like both teams did just much better on like both ends. We both like knew what we were doing a lot more. Like my team like on the first battle, we didn't really have that much armor, or we didn't have like enchanted armor, and we really didn't have a plan going in. Like we were like, okay, we're gonna do this and this, and also there was just spies, so like we were kind of confused on like what was going to happen, who was going to be a spy. So I think the first battle really for us was very experimental. Cryochill ended up winning that first battle. I think it's safe to say that we definitely won this battle. We definitely racked up a lot of kills, and also I'll kind of throw up on the thing here. You can see it just scrolling through. This is all of the kills that went down during the battle. So I typed this up like an hour after the battle. I think it took me about an hour to make. But I basically just went through on time-lapse speed and went through every single kill that went down during the battle, and this is the complete like collection of it. And yeah, this is really cool to put together, but yeah, overall the battle was amazing. And also, one thing that I was just amazed about, is really cool, was how well Blue Pikachu did. So Blue Pikachu's my brother, as most of you know, but Blue Pikachu was amazing during this battle. It was hilarious. Like, there was, like, as I said, he killed, like, I think Quantum, like, 4 times, and, like, he was killing, like, Cryochill members. He was in their base for, like, the whole time, and he only died twice the entire battle. It was amazing. So Blue did a really great job, and I think everyone on both teams did an amazing job. It was a lot of fun for both teams all around, and I think it was a great battle, and I'm really hoping that the third battle can be even better than this one, because this one was awesome, and I'm really hoping that we can have even more fun in the next one. But yeah, so I think that's really going to be like my coverage for the battle. Overall, I'd say it was an amazing fight. This was definitely my favorite out of the 2 fights we've had so far. The first one wasn't that great, so I was really glad that we were able to have a really awesome and fun fight. And when it comes down to it, it's really not about who's winning these fights. It's just that we're enjoying ourselves and we're having some fun, and I've had so much fun with these battles and everything. Really, I mean, it's like, I'm looking forward to how the battles turn out, and I'm looking forward to like figuring out who's gonna be the winner. But also, I'm just like, in the end, we're gonna have all this footage and these fun times and everything, and really these battles have just been so fun. I've had an amazing time with both like the other team leaders and just everyone just figuring out stuff and different traps and everything like that. It's just been really fun. And just for everyone who's like watching this and who's been in the battles, I just want to say thank you for an amazing time. It's been a lot of fun, and for Cryochill members, I guess, I'll see you in the next battle. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to end off this video for today. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next stream or video. I mean, normally I end off my outros with like, I will see you in the next stream, but this isn't a stream, so I'll just say I will see you in the next video. So yeah, bye everyone.